Welcome to Mexico City, the most populous city in North America, and 30,000 are packed into this incredible stadium around me. And it is Carlos Sainz who is on pole, a sublime pole from him yesterday. In fact, 2 laps that were good enough for it. Well, one man desperate to do well round here is Lando Norris. Here he is with Rachel a little earlier.
Lando, were you all right? That was an early move from Carlos there on you as he walked past.
Yeah, karma.
We're ready to go in Mexico City. It's lights out and away we go. It is 760 meters down towards turn 1, and it's Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz not going wheel to wheel because Verstappen has got slightly ahead. Lando Norris coming to join the party, as is Charles Leclerc. Verstappen has got the lead, and there goes the RB of Yuki Tsunoda as Carlos Sainz goes straight over on the grass and takes the lead, but he'll have to give that place back. Verstappen second, Norris third. One of the RBs already out, and it looked like Yuki Tsunoda to me, as Verstappen is given that place back by Carlos Sainz. Lando Norris in third, then comes Charles Leclerc going wide and battling wheel to wheel. Lewis Hamilton and George Russell. Hamilton got ahead of Russell.
So Verstappen got a tremendous, the second phase of his start on the front of the grid there. So he's already taken the lead. Norris decides to tuck in behind Verstappen rather than going around the outside. And as they head down to the first corner, Verstappen's got the inside line. Let's just face that. And basically, Sainz had to go off the track because Verstappen ran up to the edge of the track. And we know that the stewards are more lenient with that kind of thing on the first corner particularly. So Sainz giving the place back now and living for another day. So the front runners, and I think we saw probably why where Hamilton got past.
Yep.
Right, this is not going to be pretty.
Alex Albon with the yellow on the engine cover. Tsunoda getting a really good slipstream. Didn't quite get ahead. 3 times they touched, nearly got ahead under braking. And Alex Albon clipped him. I think as Tsunoda just slightly moved over.
Yeah, to be honest, when I see incidents like that, it amazes me they don't happen more often. So it was just a squeeze. Wasn't it? It was the Alpine of Gasly squeezed Albon over. He had nowhere to go, and unfortunately for Yuki Tsunoda, I don't think he did anything wrong there, Tsunoda, and it's up to him now. It's entirely within his prerogative just when he wants to go, and there it is.
And what he needs to do is get that jump start, catch people by surprise, and try and break the toe, the slipstream that Carlos Sainz and Lando Norris are going to be picking up behind him. And he's made an excellent job of the restart there, has Max Verstappen. Carlos Sainz is gaining on him. Lando Norris is a little bit further back. Charles Leclerc is gaining on Lando Norris here. But look at the slipstream effect for Carlos Sainz as we head down to turn 1. Verstappen's got enough of an advantage to go through into turn 1 in the lead.
Sainz got the rear wing open this time. He got within the second. Look at the pace he's got.
He's going for it. He's going for it down the inside. Carlos Sainz on Max Verstappen. Runs a little bit wide. Verstappen tries to fight this, and now he switches back to try and go around the outside as Verstappen. Sainz has got him covered off, but a really good exit from Verstappen though, out of turn 3 and towards the next braking zone. He's still got DRS as Carlos Sainz, and that's kept him ahead.
Yeah, you get a double dose of DRS, 1 detection point for 2 zones there, and that saved the day for Sainz.
Made no difference to Carlos Sainz. Beautiful move. Goes a little bit deeper, I think, than he would have wanted to, but he kept the car absolutely where he needed to.
Yes, and what he realised there was he was about to have a track limit infringement.
Yeah.
As the red lights were flashing on the back of the Red Bull, he was harvesting battery power, and I think that's when he thought, I'm going to have a go.
Here goes Lando Norris, this time trying around the outside, and Max Verstappen covers him off, and for the second week running, Lando Norris has to go off the track. Now he's ahead of Max Verstappen. What do McLaren do here? Safe option, give that place back, but do they feel, once again, that Max Verstappen just forced Lando off the road? Either way, Verstappen is through, and they're both off the track again. Now this is really getting their elbows out. Sainz could be under pressure here in this battle for the lead. Right, it's been noted by race control. There goes Lando Norris. He is ahead.
Yeah.
But Verstappen brakes later.
Yeah.
And then he's ahead.
I completely agree. I think. Let's see. But this is the next bit. I think particularly dangerous. Was Lando trying to give that place back? No, he wasn't at that stage. No, he wasn't. And Max just slid up the inside and took him off. So there has to be a penalty there for Verstappen. For me, that's unquestionable, a shove.
He'll say, look, I stay within track limits. And
we've been talking about the apex and mirror position and what have you, but... and
this is where...
Yeah, and there's another one then of not keeping your car under control.
Wow.
So 10-second penalty. I thought he was going to get it, and there might be another one yet. I thought he was going to get that, which is why I felt they should have given the place back. So he gets a 10-second for that, and they're not looking at anything else at the moment. And that, I'm sorry, Max, that was outrageous.
I was ahead the whole way through the corner. This guy is dangerous. I just have to avoid a crash. It's the same as last time, mate.
Yeah, we're on it, mate.
I'll end up in a wall in a minute.
So Max Verstappen, you've been given a 10-second penalty for forcing Lando off track at turn 4. So head down.
10. It's quite impressive.
The second one was just plain dangerous, and so now he's carrying a 20. So that's just about a full pit stop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of a penalty.
What it does, if he was to serve it right here, right now, it would take him out of the points and just ahead of his teammate. Well, so in 10th place, sorry, just ahead of his teammate Sergio Perez.
So Max, update. You've been given another 10-second time penalty. That's for leaving this track and gaining an advantage at turn 8.
How about him then? Turn 4? That's fine then? Oh, that's silly, man.
So Norris now gets freed and he can chase after the Ferraris.
But Max will come out on fresh tyres, won't he? The undercut's not especially powerful there. He's got to get the hard compound tyres up to speed. Karun's down there.
I am, Martin, and it feels like an eternity. Everyone just standing around watching the car. This is so unusual, really, isn't it? And 20 seconds in a race where these cars are already struggling for temperature. I can see the fan above Verstappen's head. They're trying to get air into the airbox to try and keep the engine cool. Apparently, Perez was already reporting with high temperatures before his stop. So this was double bad news for Red Bull. He's gone under hard tyre and is heading back out of the track.
Yeah, and that's why McLaren don't have to respond too quickly, obviously, with the penalty. But that's like being on the naughty step at the front of the class, isn't it, for a very, very long time.
And he comes out behind Esteban Ocon, down in 15th place. Esteban Ocon having a little look there at Zhou Guanyu. Lance Stroll has pitted as well, 2.5 second stop.
So Sainz just done a personal best. He's marching along nicely, isn't he?
He certainly is. Carlos Sainz, who was back on the podium again in Austin, his best result, that second place since his win in Australia. Got 2 second places in Austin because he finished runner-up in the sprint as well. Had a 7-race run without the podium, ended right there. Lando Norris has now taken even more time out of Charles Leclerc's advantage, 1.5 seconds, and he's got DRS behind Lance Stroll here as Leclerc just caught Lance Stroll, I think, at the wrong moment going through the stadium section.
Here we go.
DRS for Lando Norris. He's got that gap down to under a second.
And the World Championship point for fastest lap as well. He's flying along.
This is the sort of race that Lando Norris absolutely needed. Max Verstappen down in 6th place, Norris in 3rd with the fastest lap. Could well take 2nd here, and it's all looking good for him at the moment, but he's got to deliver, and he's got to bring home the goods. As we look to the Nigel Mansell corner. Oh, Charles Leclerc goes off, almost into the barriers. Lando Norris goes past and up into 2nd place, and Leclerc really struggling with those rear tyres for grip. Was easy prey when Norris came across him. Let's have a look at it again. Hugging that outside line, and whoa, that could have been so nasty. 100-mile-an-hour incident for Charles Leclerc averted with a fantastic lightning reaction on the steering wheel.
Yeah, that was, he was a tiny bit wide, but that's an early Halloween present there, isn't it, for Lando Norris? Thank you very much, he'll be saying. He didn't think about lifting the throttle, did he, Norris?
To add to the victory in Australia, he's going to add victory here in Mexico City. He's never been on the podium at this track before. He's never stood on the top step in this city. He's going to do that now. Carlos Sainz wins the Mexico City Grand Prix. Ferrari win for the second time in a week. Lando Norris comes home to take second place ahead of Charles Leclerc. Carlos Sainz, he's the winner in Mexico City. Ferrari coming on strong in this closing final quarter of this brilliant 2024 season.